Good day to everyone out there. My name is Dr. Connie Mark, and today I want to talk about an interview with a person who has indeed fascinated me immensely and why it very much relates to what I am absolutely doing now, why we age and why we don't have to. Naturally, everyone wonders why we shouldn't age. Of course, we have to age. But we asked him why he is doing all this. I wrote this down in English a bit. 2001. Why is he doing all this? And why did he try it on himself? Because he conducted an experiment, developed a formula, and tested this formula on himself. David Sinclair is now 54 years old and still looks like this. And he specifically made the comparison in a video that anyone can watch on YouTube. He has been researching aging at Harvard for many years. Since he was 27, they conducted research with yeast there. They divided various formulas, working with several colleagues to develop a formula to stop aging, not aging itself, because we can't stop aging. We come into the world, we grow until we are 20, and from the age of 20, the body starts to decline again. One could also say, in very primitive terms, that he deteriorates again over the years. And then, of course, the question is, how does my body age? And for that, I have to do something myself. I can't just live my life without paying attention to how I nourish my body and then expect to grow old and stay healthy. David Sinclair's research aims to slow down cellular aging, and he hopes that it might even be possible to stop it. This means that while we age, we can have younger and healthier cells, and thus also achieve a longer life on this planet. If we follow certain rules, everyone must adhere to certain rules, and of course, in the age of advanced research, I have to honestly say it is naturally very difficult because a lot is being released. A lot of new things are being developed, some good, but also many just to make quick money. That is a fact that simply exists due to the fast pace of the 21st century. However, we still have the opportunity nonetheless. Working with good people who want to do good for others and extend life on this planet even longer. And of course, that starts in childhood. You need to eat properly from a young age. You need to help your child develop an awareness of their body from the cradle so they can eat healthily and carry that into their later life and overall well-being, because it is an eternal recommendation, a passing on, since as a child you orient yourself by your parents. And what you model for your children, they will do because they trust you. They are fully with you. And 80% of all people become the way they were raised in their parental home. That includes food, nutrition. The rate of positive cases globally is quite high because people don't pay attention anymore. For example, David Sinclair, we once asked him why he does all this research, and he just said that he wants to halt cellular aging. And it really just comes down to essentially getting the right coenzymes, the right sulfur sulfates, and the right enzymes so your cells can basically and fundamentally age healthily. For example, the disease cancer is 80% due to malnutrition, meaning it is caused by malnutrition because the cells cannot be properly supplied or are not provided with the right trace elements, enzymes, etc. Everything the human body needs, all the nutrients it absorbs, because there's nothing left in today's food. So let's say if I buy a banana at the supermarket, I can't buy it from an organic farm unless I live in a country or an ecological area where bananas grow, that is, where they are cultivated. But the fact is that due to storage and long transportation, Fruits and vegetables no longer contain what they used to. The same goes for meat. I love meat, but I only eat beef. Now because pigs are pumped full of antibiotics to achieve higher profits, which farmers simply have to do nowadays in 2021 to survive. And these pigs are then given so many antibiotics, which all reflects on the human body. And many people who eat a lot of pork then have the problem that they have high levels of inflammation, that their body is completely acidified, which causes bone pain, and that osteoporosis sets in much faster, for example, even before old age, not only in women after menopause, but also that there are now young people who develop osteoporosis because these inflammation levels in the body are simply increased by the addition of pork, which is highly toxic, with antibiotics that are still being promoted. The human body already goes through millions of chemical processes every day and then excretes them through the detoxification organs. And if it then receives additional toxins, at some point it can no longer handle it. And as I said, I don't necessarily want to base the entire conversation, this entire call, on giving you a lecture about how the human body processes food. I just want to point out that by introducing certain components into your body, you can keep your cells healthy and stay healthier for longer, even as you age, even when women lose their hormones. Men have a lot of problems with the prostate starting at age 50. All of this can be prevented. In his opinion, for us, that is, for me in my industry, it is naturally understandable. But for others, it is not understandable if certain messengers are not received, which simply belong in the body for the cells, that one then eventually encounters problems. For example, NAD, resveratrol, and MSM are all active ingredients that he has introduced to his body, naturally in high doses, in capsule and powder form, highly diluted, because the body finds it incredibly difficult to absorb these substances in food form. He followed this protocol for over 8 years at a great cost, I believe around $600 to $700, and tested it on himself, proving that the aging process of his cells was stopped as a result. And why I am involved with this and why I am so fascinated by it, there is a very simple explanation for that, because Professor Sinclair founded our company in 2001 for you, which I stand behind 100%, and I never want to be without it. In our products, for example, in our ageless, in our facial, that is our face spray. This formula is included with a technology, with an aquaceutical nanotechnology, so that all the ingredients are no longer absorbed through the gastrointestinal tract, but through the oral mucosa and are in the cell in seconds. And you have to realize this. You have something here that you simply drink. You have to drink anyway, because humans are made up of 80 to 90% water. You need to supply your organs with water every day so they don't dry out and eventually stop working. With a technology where you no longer have to go through the gastrointestinal tract, you have a 99% absorption of the ingredients in this water, which is filtered 7 times. This is such a fantastic product, and it tastes good. You can also see the effects on animals, because every person, every animal, every plant, everything that has an organism can take our products and benefit from this technology. Nano is nothing more than a unit of measurement, and breaking it down to under 10 nanometers and incorporating it into a water capsule. All nutrients, all 90 nutrients, and all these components, these coenzymes like NAD, it's incredible. I was so fascinated by it. And now I drink it. And guys, I can tell you one thing. I feel so good. I love it now. It's like when you put on your cream and makeup in the morning and do things that are actually important to start your day fresh. The day I wash my face, spray my facial mist on my face, and I'm done. I no longer need to decorate myself to go out into the world. I personally have never done that anyway, so I rarely wear makeup, except when I go somewhere where it takes a bit longer, and there's a lot of light so that you can't see, that I'm tired, but I no longer need to get ready, and beautify myself, and plaster my face cells because I have something that I can spray on my face in seconds, with a technology that penetrates all the skin cells. After all, the skin is also an organ. Skin cells also need to be nourished from the inside and the outside. And this product penetrates into the deepest layer of the skin. How often do you hear that your body needs hyaluronic acid? Hyaluronic acid, hyaluronic acid, so that your skin is moisturized. Here, with our technology, you have high concentration hyaluronic acid that penetrates to the deepest skin layer and nourishes your skin cells. And as I said, I won't stop using this product, and I talk to everyone about it. I want this product to become known all over the world, 2001, because it is just so important that people finally get something they can work with, something that helps them stay healthy. As I said, for example, also with animals, when I think about it, we gave our pregnant mares this hyaluronic acid 4 weeks before. The foal was born, and people asked us where we bought the painted pictures. When we showed them, many people came and looked at it and saw it. The coat was shiny because it had a basic supply already from the mare's womb. And this is the same effect in children. If I drink this as a pregnant woman, nourish my body, and also nourish the child through the umbilical cord, then the baby will simply be healthier, more agile and fitter when it is born, because there are different kinds. For example, I gave birth to a child and experienced a lot of stress during pregnancy. Of course, the child was born highly overactive, and I never dared to medicate my child with any pills, just so that he could calm down. Because a hyperactive child not only stresses the entire environment, but also themselves. Yes, one must never forget that a hyperactive child suffers immensely from this condition, because it is a condition and a hyperactivity. It's not a severe illness. It's that the person has too much energy and cannot dissipate it fast enough. And what I actually found tragic was that at some point, the term ADHD was introduced, a disease was invented, and medications were developed to calm these children down. What I actually find terrible, because I said I would never in my life give my child a poison. I didn't bring it into the world and go through 24 hours of labor just to poison it and lose it over time. Yes, and that's something you have to keep in mind. How do I nourish myself as an expectant mother? For example, you will need a lot of calcium during pregnancy, which is important for your bones and your teeth. For example, back then when I was a child, I didn't know or pay attention to it. I actually knew it from my studies, but I didn't pay much attention to the fact that calcium was actually destroying my tooth enamel. And of course, you have to make sure that you don't spend the whole day running around, reading, and driving yourself crazy, even as an expectant mother, from the moment you find out. You're having a baby. Until the birth, you shouldn't be constantly stressed, but at least you can make sure that you are nourishing your body with the right things. And this is provided with this product, which not many people know about yet. It is a novel product. You could say a world first, because it is new to the market. It has only been available in this form since last year. And I want people to learn about this product. That's why I'm making this video today and why I keep talking about it. I also talk to everyone now because many people ask me, why do you still look so young for your age? Not only because I was never interested in makeup, 2001 and such things, but simply because I keep my body healthy and have always tried to nourish my severely ill child who was born in 1992 with nutrients to make them better. And today he is healthy, just 32 years old, and has a lung function of 95%. When he was born, he had a lung function of 10%. Over the years, by receiving the right nutrients, this improved during puberty, and eventually he became healthy. His lung function kept getting better and better, and today he even plays recreational soccer, something he never believed he could do before. He played soccer now and then, was completely exhausted afterward, and he always told me he wanted to become a professional soccer player. You stand there as a mother completely desperate because you simply have no way to fulfill this wish for your child, knowing full well that it is not good for him. And today, he can do it. I didn't promise her. I always told him, you have other qualities. You are good in a different way. Your goals are completely different. Everything turned out the way it was supposed to. He is a highly intelligent young guy who does his thing every day. And this way, you also have the opportunity to keep your animals longer. Because we have had such good experiences with our product, especially concerning dogs, because when it comes to HD, an HD is actually a death sentence for dogs if you diagnose 100. It's a hip disease. You won't have the dog for long, or there are also animals that die of cancer because their organisms are similar to those of humans. And just like that, your plants will wither if you don't take proper care of them. My mother-in-law, for example, she sprays the plants with this stuff here, with our products, and has the most beautiful orchids. So you just have to make sure that what you love, to put it simply, what I love, I want to be taken care of. That as a mother, I don't outlive my children. That's my goal. And I want to stay on this world for a long time and stay healthy on this world. I still have so much to do. I want to do so much good. I want to support so many people, help so many people. And you can do it too. Just get in touch with me, write to me, call me, connect with me, link up, no matter in what form. There is a solution for everything. Sometimes I always say you just have to want it. You just have to go. Because in the past, you relied on someone to tell you what was new. Today, you can find everything on the internet with Dr. Google. You can find everything nowadays 1,000, but you also get the information through globalization from us because we have much more reach. We can reach you much faster. We can inform you much faster. We can inform you all over the world, no matter where you are. I can call you when you're on vacation. You can call me when I'm somewhere in the bush because there's already connection everywhere. Get in touch with me. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask anytime, 2001. But I can only tell you one thing. Get this product into your home. Just ask me how to do it. There are so many ways to get our products for little money. There are so many bonuses, so many promotions. There are so many things where we can accommodate and support you, where even people with little money can take care of their health and don't have to wait for things to get better someday or hope for something that may never happen. They also have the opportunity to do something. All right, I'm going to stop the recording here. It seems our technology isn't the best.